Hello everybody, and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311, and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today, we're taking a look at The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and if you just so happen to be watching this video around the official release time of this game, well then I am most likely live streaming, so if you have some more questions after this video, or just want to check out the game live, come check me out. Otherwise, if you end up enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Okay guys, let's get into this. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is a VR action game in a zombie-infested New Orleans controlled by rivaling factions. You're a tourist, a lone survivor, just trying to make it day by day. Saints and Sinners has you scavenging, crafting weapons and upgrades, battling walkers, and hostile NPCs. It's available on Steam and the Oculus Store for $40, and it works with all major VR headsets, including HTC, Oculus, Windows Mixed Reality, and Valve. Let's not beat around the bush and let me tell you guys exactly what you want to hear. Saints and Sinners is an excellent VR title. A major standout is the production value and the overall polish on this title. The initial introduction looks absolutely stunning and will even put a chill down your spine. The melee combat is truly satisfying, with bone-crunching thuds from a baseball bat or grotesque puncture sounds from burrowing a knife into a walker's brain. The mechanics of melee combat also help to increase the overall suspense of this title, as a dull blade may fail to puncture a zombie's skull and you find yourself in a grappling match, or continually swinging a heavy weapon, exhaust your character, and you can no longer continue to fight. Weapons often get stuck in a corpse of a downed enemy, making multiple targets a greater threat. Overall, it's just a great usage of physics in VR. Another great standout in this game is player choice. You can choose to go in guns blazing, alerting everyone and everything along the way, or you could take a more stealth-based approach. Now this is also reinforced by the upgrades you craft from scavenging materials. There are upgrades and weapons centered around stealth, or you could focus on collecting parts for a nice double-barrel shotgun. You also have a choice in how you interact with NPCs. You could be kind or confrontational, and you could work with or against the opposing factions in New Orleans. Another huge emphasis in this title is risk versus reward, and it's a mechanic that is done phenomenally well. Each time you leave your safe haven, the resting place, you are basically on a timer. You want to complete your main objective and return safely before the night bells start ringing. These bells stir up the zombies, and at that point, you are unlikely to survive. But also during this limited time window, you want to explore, scavenge, and pick up as many side quests as possible, because with each passing day, the zombie numbers increase and the available supplies will diminish. This is an amazing combination of mechanics that really keeps the tension up. Speaking of high tension, I found this game to be perfectly balancing the line between keeping me nervous but not too anxious that I don't want to continue playing the game. It might, however, be a bit too much for some people, and this tension is also once again enhanced by the stunning environments. Dark corners with lurking zombies, an ever-present gloominess, and a fair amount of blood and guts really makes this game one of the best looking VR titles to date. The usage of lighting really shines here too. I did, however, find the game to be a bit too dark on a Valve index, something that's fairly common with Unreal Engine games. Steam VR does now allow you to turn up the brightness in the settings, but I actually modified the game config files just to make it a little bit easier to see in game. If you're interested in those settings, I will put them in the description. I tend to find myself making this setting change for all Unreal Engine games, including Vader Immortal, Asgard's Wrath, and now The Walking Dead. Now, my preferred setting might be a little bit too high for you, so just know you can adjust that setting to whatever you like. The final mechanic in this game is a stamina, food, or overall survival mechanic. You need food or your max endurance will deplete. Luckily, this mechanic isn't overbearing, and just a small amount of food each day seems to keep you going. But if you run out of supplies, you will become too weak to fight, climb, or even run. This is just one more mechanic that helps keep the suspense up. but it isn't a central focus that impedes the overall flow of the game. Weapons also have a durability, and they always seem to break at the worst moment. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners has a story-driven campaign, which is expected to be 10 plus hours. Now, I've yet to complete the entire game, but so far everything I've seen has impressed me. The game is divided into 9 separate areas, which so far aren't overly large, but do have enough to explore. Generally, you can't cover the entire map in one go, incentivizing your return. There are also unique items that can be found on each level, and these are mandatory to create some of the rarest craftable items. Overall, I'm extremely impressed so far, and I can't wait to stream a bit of this for you guys and get deeper into the gameplay. My only real complaint is this game puts me on edge. I'm nervous about some areas, I'm scared I'm going to get caught with the bells ringing, die and lose my progress, and I'm also scared of playing a bit too timidly, which may lead to an insurmountable difficulty level as the zombies continue to increase and supplies continue to dwindle. But so far, I'm not there yet, so we just need to wait and see what happens. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing so you get more content like this and dinging that bell so you don't miss a video. And I will either see you guys on live right now or in the next video.